What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from A Connection TV here on YouTube and watchhtv.com, the two places on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And I'm here to talk to you about Big Brother episode 12. I want to say it's 12. Let me look at my notes real quick. Yes, it's 12. Not a whole lot happened this particular episode, but I think the game is cooking. I will say that this is the most lukewarm weeks since all of this has started. It started off with a bang with Frenchie, then it continued with a bang with Kylan, then it was like, oh snap, what's finna happen with Xavier? But in Christian's HOH, it's like really lukewarm. Like no events are happening to make me feel like, yo, this is so exciting. I can't wait to see who goes home. I don't really care. And that's not saying anything about Christian or the nominees. This week was really boring. Really boring. But anyway, let's talk about it. The Kings are having a conversation and Alyssa and Sarah want Hannah to go home. Christian and Xavier want Whitney to go home. The women are thinking that Hannah is super intelligent and super smart and can definitely be detrimental to their games. But Christian and Xavier think that Whitney can be detrimental to their games. I don't see how, because neither of these women have won. Well, no. Whitney won and became captain of the Kings. So, not the Kings. Yeah, the King. No, the Aces. So, it is what it is. But ever since then, she hasn't won anything. I don't know. I don't know. These people that have been in positions of power, they haven't been winning much of anything. There's clear competition in this house amongst the road dogs. That being Derek X, Christian, Derek X, and Christian. Those are the two top dog players, period. Everybody else is definitely good on the social front and can be competition. I think Xavier can definitely be competition for Christian, but because they're on the same team, it is what it is. But Christian is like edging right up on Xavier, and I don't know. I don't know when they're gonna take a shot at each other, but anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. I think that Sarah wanting Hannah out is whatever. She can want Hannah out all she wants, but Xavier is definitely making it clear that he wants to save Hannah. And Sarah's not dumb. She's putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 together. And she's like, I see what's happening here. I see it. And I'm like, girl, you need to, because it's clear as day. There's a clear reason as to why they want to save Hannah and not Whitney. Clearly there's something there. But then when you see them hanging out around each other the whole time, they're like brother and sister. So clearly that's the situation too. But in the Big Brother house, that can mean way more. Hannah and Whitney are on the block. Tiffany is feeling like she can't trust Sarah. She thinks something's up with Sarah, and she's right. Usually Tiffany's intuition is right. But that would be the biggest thing for me to be able to do, is to like hug everybody after they've nominated me on the block. Like, I don't know if I would be able to do that. I can't just sit there and, oh, I love you. You're so awesome. Thank you for putting me on the block. I don't think that would be the one thing that I don't think that I would be able to do. And it wouldn't be like I would be like upset or like, but like that's where the fakeness becomes a bit much for me. It's like the sitting there and hugging somebody. I can shake your hand and be like, yeah, I'm cool, no problem. But the hugging and embracing, I don't know. That's a real mental thing for a lot of people. Like, you know, Frenchie went out like a G. Brent went out like a G. Even, what's the boy name? Was it Corey? Whatever the boy's name. Travis went out like a G. Like, all these people are going out like G's, and I'm like, yeah. I'll be like, deuces, I love y'all. I see y'all outside. Like, you know, I don't know. That's just me. What about y'all? Would y'all be able to hug these people the way that they're embracing these people when they're put on the block? Hannah has a conversation with Christian. Christian tells Hannah to lay low, lay low, lay low, lay low. And Hannah's like, yeah, okay, but I gotta win this veto. Every time somebody says they gotta win something, they never win it. Did you notice that? Everybody this season, oh, I gotta win, I gotta win, I gotta win, I gotta win. Like people that are on the block, oh, don't worry, I'm coming for you. Like Britt, I'm coming, I'm coming. You ain't going nowhere. All you're doing is dancing every day because you're safe. Like, you're not going nowhere. Hannah, she's like, I'm coming, I'm coming. Girl, you're not going nowhere. What are you talking about? Nowhere. You're just happy that you're safe. That's it. Xavier has a conversation with Whitney. Apparently, you know, people have been going around saying that Whitney, aka Derek F, has been going around saying that Whitney has been targeting the Kings. And she did say that she needed to start targeting the Kings. I mean, everybody has been talking about targeting the Kings. It just makes sense. They're the only team left with 4 members. Clearly they're beasting. Like, clearly they're freaking beasting. They're running the house. So it only would make sense to get out a member of the Kings. It just makes perfect sense. And the 2 that needs to go up are Alyssa and Christian. Period. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. But Sarah is upset, and she's like, I don't understand where this is coming from. I never said that. I never brought up your name. Okay, yeah, she never brought up Xavier's name, but I'm pretty sure that Whitney would be fine with, you know, whoever going on the block. It probably would have been Alyssa and Christian, to be honest, because everybody sees them tonguing each other down. So it is what it is. Sarah then goes and Whitney then goes and talks to Xavier about it. She starts crying in front of Christian, and Christian's like, yeah, I feel bad, but it's the big brother, so, you know, people cry or whatever. She needs to go. I'm like, okay. It comes out that Azah has a crush on X. I mean, I can understand why. He's attractive, and so is Azah. They're both attractive people, but Azah just seems like one of those chicks that are very, like, needy in every way, shape, or form. Azah looks like the type of person, she gives me the vibe that she needs a hug, that she needs a verbal affirmation, that she needs emotional affirmation, that she needs a physical touch. Like, she makes me feel like her love language is physical touch. Like she needs, actually all her love languages are all of them. Like, all of them are like at 100%. But I definitely feel like she needs words of affirmation and she needs physical touch in order for her to wake up in the morning and put on her shoes. Like, she really gives me, I'm in dire need of attention. Like, she needs an emotional blanket 24/7. And she's not showing me anything different. When she's like, oh my God, I feel like I'm in middle school. Like, oh my God, I have a crush on you. I said it. Xavier's like, oh, me? Oh, okay. No thanks. I'm like, yes, indeed, Xavier, no thanks. But Xavier said that he said from day one that he was not going to be in no showmans and that he wants to win $750,000. And I'm here for it. Xavier seems to not be an emotional player. And so far, Tiffany and Christian and Xavier all seem to not be emotional players. None of them have cried yet. And I'm here for all of it. Like, I would have to be deadpan like that. Like, oh, you got a crush on me? Oh, that's dope. I would too, you know? As we both look in the mirror, I would too. But Xavier's like, nah, I'm good. Azah's like, I gotta win Power Veto so I can get Whitney out the house. Girl, you are not winning anything in this game. Clearly you're not. You're not winning anything in this game at all, Azah. Nothing. You can't win mental game. You can't win puzzles. You can't, like, you're not winning anything in this competition. You can't win physical. What are you winning? I'm not going to give her the fact she let that freaking thing sit there the whole fucking time. Like, what are we talking about here? Azah's a waste of space. She just is. She might be cute and cuddly, but she's a waste of space in this game. She's not in no power move meeting. At least Tiffany ain't winning shit, but she in here constructing and you know, whipping up stuff to happen. Like, what's going on? Even Hannah is the reason why Xavier won. They're whipping up stuff to get their own teammate out. What has Azah done but said she's gonna put herself on the block for Brett? What are we talking about here? Makes no sense. Derek X is asked to play the veto by Hannah. Derek X and Hannah are like this, but the Royal Flush wants Derek X to play in the veto and win and keep the noms the same. If I was Derek X, I would have threw the comp because you wouldn't want to be put in that position. Although Derek X was like, I want to win. But I feel like he said that after he knew he wasn't going to win, because that would be a horrible position to be put in. Like, how do you go against your teammate in this made-up alliance that can dissolve in any given moment? Like, you would want your team is going to be there regardless. So you would want to stick with your team, not some made-up Royal Flush alliance. Like, I don't know, but he doesn't win anyway, so he's in good shape. Christian wins. And what was really, like, crazy to me was that, Derek X is so comfortable in this house. Like, he's well liked by everyone and he's a calm beast that he blurts out of his mouth, when me and Hannah are left here next week, bada bada bada. Whitney hears that and she automatically feels some sort of way. I would have thought that would have just been effed up. Whitney's going because Whitney's out of here. I know she is. But it just sucks that you find and you hear your teammates saying, oh, when such and such gone. Well, he didn't say when such and such gone, but he basically knows that she's going home. And he's out here on her team that she picked him on to be on. And you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. If I was Whitney, I would be so pissed. But she loses. She can't even win the freaking veto. She keeps dropping the ball. Ozza surprisingly did good, but I knew it wasn't going to last long. There's no way. She was in the lead, cute, but clearly she didn't win. Okay? And I don't know. Whitney and Hannah are still on the block. I believe Whitney's going home because, there's no way that Christian is going to go against Derek X this soon. And Derek X is like a confidant of the Royal Flush. And everybody loves Derek X. So Whitney, Derek X, Whitney. Of course, Christian is going to pick Whitney to go home. It is what it is. This week was really, really boring. I felt bad for Whitney, though, because, she literally doesn't even have her team to depend on. Her own team, including herself, took out one of the members. That was dumb for her. She should have never did that. Brent would have had Whitney's back, period. But clearly, nobody has Whitney's back. So she's going home. Anyway, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. I know this was a quick little video, but this episode was boring. But anyways, I love y'all. Stay blessed. I know. You're not about to think about not subscribing to aconnectiontv.com. Copyrighted.